Dun, dun. So how do I play this lane? Just like sit back and farm?
I missed like part of your sentence. I heard sit back and farm because I was grabbing my whiteboard. I don't know what you were saying.
Oh. So do I play this? I play this lane just farm and outscale her, or do I like force all-ins and
You're
fight?
mostly looking to get the wave on your side and then chase her from that because she doesn't have any
Okay.
escapes in her kit. She's really easy to gank.
Okay. It's fake leashing.
The only thing I dislike about what you just did is you killed all the minions before you pulled her.
Oh,
You
so I
could
should have stunned
you
her
could have
with the
lasted
pin
the last
mechanism.
minion with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's definitely gonna have prio, especially with grasp. So you're mostly just looking to chill in the brushes and
Farm.
then farm whenever you need to.
W second or Q?
Q.
I think, yeah, Q.
You're not gonna
Okay.
be able to use the W that well.
Oh. Why is she? Okay, just.
Just hover your camera over and see if it's something you can help. Yeah, go ahead and move. Or at least start to move. Pretty late, but... Okay, now you back out because Vized up. And you just hold the freeze.
Do you need to trim it?
Well, how many minions do you need? Yeah, you thin it down to where it's just the cannon difference. Now it's gonna crash. It's not that big of a deal though, as long as you just last hit under turret. I was gonna crash inevitably anyway, because Karma just pokes you. Good.
Rechan it up.
The timing on the W. You're not gonna really be able to kill her though because of blue buff.
Yeah.
Once that runs out, then you can look for something, but she's still got Ignite, I believe. Unless she... Oh wait, no, she used it, but I painted him on. Maybe.
Not gonna
The
greed for the
cannon, get
cap.
it! Get the cannon! Yeah!
I was not gonna greedy because I thought it was gonna be like a really bad trade.
No. Worst case
If I
scenario,
get,
you could W for the cannon.
yeah, if I get 6, I can maybe try to kill her. But it's a really maybe.
Right now, you've healed so much from passive, you can start looking for a lot of trades. Like if she walks up to last hit minion, you can go for it. But obviously, you want to make sure you get as much CS as you can at the same time. Yeah, it's good. And then you can just W. Once she burns Q like that, she doesn't really have any other abilities, so you don't have to run away. Although her crop tank's ticking right now, so you gotta wait that out. Is that her third one? Yeah, okay, good. So now she's really vulnerable and she doesn't have blue buff anymore. Good killer. You use your passive and W there, you can just chase her down. You can definitely do it now with ult for sure. You can kill her. When your Q comes back up, you can force it. He's gonna have to walk up to get CS.
Just freeze it.
Yep.
Yeah, that was bad for me. I shouldn't have flashed in since I saw Victor teleport.
Well, part of the problem was like after you flashed, instead of ulting, you W'd, and so you were stuck in a stun. But if you ulted her onto the Victor and then W'd, I think you could have done a lot
Do
better.
I go Mercs or do I go Whip?
Yeah, go Mercs. You need the movement speed.
Alright.
You can TP in there too. Actually, they got it. Never mind. You're good.
Yeah. And she's gonna return to mid immediately, so it's no point in me going mid for the wave.
Correct.
So this will shove, it will bounce, so I can look to hold the freeze over here somewhere. So I just lost hit and let it push to me.
Yep. Correct.
I maybe could have used the time to go war, but I think it's a little bit too late now since I will miss too much.
You don't want a ward right now. Fiddle's not really a threat because Vi's in their jungle and the wave's pushing into you. The only reason that you would be worried about Fiddle is if you take a trade like that and then you push the wave with your W. But you can take this fight because Vi's coming.
Patient on the E. Oh, that was bad on my part. I shouldn't have W'd.
Well, you should have W'd just in front of her so she has to walk back. You zone her with it into Vi. You also didn't E until after she was behind you. Yep. This worked good.
He doesn't have TP, so she won't come back. Victor can't TP. Only thing I might need to be scared of is...
Yep. You hug the left side and you don't have to worry about Fiddle.
I'm gonna be greedy.
This isn't greedy because you know they can't do anything. Now you don't go for the third plate though, but yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Now I go this to get the extra move speed to catch up to her.
Yep.
Right?
Yep. And you can get refill as well.
Yes, sir.
You may want to look at TP, depending on what's happening in the jungle. Yeah, you can go for it. You can TP to a mid minion.
Oh, wait.
You could have helped with Victor. But they just die.
Do they not have any wards?
There weren't wards in the jungle, but you could TP to minions that were in the mid wave.
Oh yeah, I could have TP'd
here
here or
here. Gotten you
here.
behind Victor, which is what I was wanting you to do. But yeah, you can do this. Okay, flash out. Never mind. That's fine.
Victor flash, so that is about 14. Just last hit.
You do want to thin it a little bit though, because that wave's really big.
Okay, minions.
You gotta match how hard she's pushing.
She's letting me get a free freeze. Or kind of something like that. Hop on to be safe. Oh.
I'm reporting if you don't get that cannon. Okay.
Didn't have my right punch.
So where's Fiddle?
Bot side, so I
Yep.
can look for a trade.
Good.
Oh, shields.
Yep. There's corrupting running, you can't dive her.
I'm just looking to be juicy for her.
Just back off. You're really greedy right now.
Yeah,
Bias here,
victories.
but yeah, Victor. You can just go on a Victor and then try to make it as easy as possible for Vi.
My W wasn't up, so I played that really bad, yeah. But one thing that kind of confuses me, like I know it's not a thing I should focus on, but she went for here, put the rift down, instead of diving the like 200 HP karma with me.
What are you talking about?
The Vi.
Wait.
After she took rift, she went bot side to pop rift here. But I was pinging like assistance to dive karma and then take top turret, etc.
Yeah.
That's one thing that's like is also a bit. I don't know if it's my fault.
It is. Because you rushed it. Like, sure, she should be there immediately to dive, but at the same time, you can see on the minimap that she's not doing it, and you still played like she was.
Yeah.
And you also didn't look to see Victor was missing because you were so tunnel vision on killing Karma. So what's gonna happen with this wave?
It's gonna bounce.
Oh,
Well, slow push.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So if I just last hit, I can make a big wave to make myself a roam timer to maybe impact mid lane. I think next wave
Well,
I
what you're
hard
looking for
shove.
is a TP bottom here because they gotta fight, but you need to actually look and see what's happening. Okay, can't do it. Okay. So now you just crash.
Yeah, it was too late. I should have looked earlier. That's my fault. Does she have chapter?
You can just burn all of your abilities on the wave. It's not like she can kill you. Then you, oh no, it's too late. I was gonna say you could have proxied the wave since you know they're all bottom and Vi's at Krugs, and you could dive with that. But you could maybe still do it. Yeah, if you just shove the wave as hard as you can with auto attacks, you can do it. Move your camera a little bit. Yeah. Ooh, God. It's gonna be a mess. You should get one for one.
Yeah. Still haven't spent my control words. I won't sell it.
You just saw your D shield.
Yeah, gets tried. I go mid now since Syndra is top side, shoving his mid wave. Possibly look for a TP here or a TP here.
Okay, Vi's cracked.
But she has electrocute. Okay, okay. So the new stride breaker, it isn't a dash, but it's just a slow now. Oh. Do I?
You look, and then if there's not a play there, you can just take jungle camps.
Should I have TP?
You just
Nah.
take scuttle. No, you don't TP. If you TP, it doesn't change anything. But plus, you don't have ultimate, so it'd be really awkward to force anything after the TP.
Mm-hmm.
Look bottom. They're having a fight bot. Yep. Like that, you could have maybe TP'd. I don't know. It depends on how it occurred. You could still maybe TP. They're still fighting with Vi.
Just gonna do it.
They may have him here, but he's a fast boy.
Just, I don't know if it's word, but
catch bot. That wave's gonna crash anyway. Push out bot, and then Syndra can go back mid.
Oh, she said it didn't need it. Well, she might be correct.
She is, yeah. It's not that big of a deal, though.
Yeah.
Good. Crash the wave, recall, buy items. Especially because Dragon's about to come up.
Let's see.
The tab.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's fine. You want to be the front line.
And then after I could maybe look for a Force of Nature, maybe?
Yeah, because they're heavy AP. Yep. And I need the movement speed as well.
Mm-hmm. So like pink ward here? No. Victor will take
You have
that
Blade Trinket,
immediately.
you don't need to do that. You just wait until Dragon, or when you're turning around Dragon, then you just throw it in the middle of their jungle. Okay, you need to look at what's happening at the bot turret, while also not getting caught.
Catch Fiddle, maybe? Okay. I'm doing it again, pressing space too much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the camera control is really bad this game. That is, at least from what I've seen, your biggest problem this game. For sure.
Yeah. Let's see, is Fiddle trying to be sneaky?
Just ult him and kill him. It's all good.
Push mid?
Yeah, you can do that as long as someone's catching top, but no one's catching top, so you probably need to go there.
Yeah. If I was not getting coach, I would have saying like, okay, maybe I can take Raptors, maybe it's Reds or it's Krugs, but then I would miss all this.
That's not the problem. Well, one, yes, you're missing the wave, but two, you don't have vision. So if you go in there, you're gonna get caught, especially when you know Victor was just mid. Yep, Rakan was there and too. He was in the jungle. You would have got caught really hard with no ultimate up or flash.
Oh, tower's still up. She has River Frost.
You just want to shove the wave and leave. That's all you're trying to do here. You don't even want to interact with Karma at all. You're not going to be able to, really.
Wait, I can run out of her?
Yeah.
Okay. Do I stay?
Yeah, you don't have enough for your item.
Well, when
Just
is it
keep
worth
looking
selling
mid,
the...
see how the fight's going, and then you shove the wave. You just use your E, stride breaker, everything to just clear it, because she can't kill you. Unless you just really mess up. And then you can walk down river. Just looking for potential options, and plus you can grab the plant on the way. This shouldn't work.
It still scares me
Once
with
you shove the wave,
swords.
then it'll work, but... F key? Or move cam or something? Yeah. Yeah, get in there. Honk.
Oh. That was smart by Victor. Okay. Well, that was straight top. Vane's getting free farm. So I just need to protect the Vane and Syndrome mostly.
Yeah, you peel for Vayne while also keeping Victor out of the fight. You also need to watch for flank positions because they have Rakan and Fiddle. So if you
Yeah.
have somewhere that's not warded, you're gonna lose the fight, most likely.
So basically we want to have the entire area warded where we are looking to fight. So
Well, you don't
Fiddle
need the whole
doesn't...
area, just areas where they could come
Yeah.
from. Just major choke points. There's no point in trading with her.
Yeah.
She's just gonna heal it back up. All you want to do right now is just chill and not die. Because you're just waiting on Dragon to spawn, and then once it gets closer, then you can shove the wave and leave.
Mm-hmm. So just let Karma do Karma things.
Yep.
And I do top lane things. We don't know where Phil is.
Yeah, but Fiddle's gonna have to be a Drake soon. Yep, you can just ult him out. Okay, well. Ooh. Yeah, just run away, you're fine. As long as you flash. Ooh, you are greedy with it. Ooh. How long till Drake? 28. Okay. Yeah, so what I'm wanting you to do there is you look to shove the way. If Fiddle does ult you like he did, you just get behind him, ult away so that Karma can't hit you, and then you just stall until Drake. Because then Drake's free. Which they should still be getting Drake as long as you ping it, but for whatever reason Vi thinks blue buff and top wave is higher priority.
Mm-hmm. Do I just like walk here or do I
Systems
TP?
ping and you TP if needed, but you probably don't need to.
So I walk top lane?
No. You walk to the
No, I
dragon.
walk... Oh,
And then
yeah.
if you need to TP to get there faster, then you TP. Like, they're about to have a fight, so yeah, you probably do have to TP here. Now, be careful about what ward you pick.
But that's not a word I can pick.
Okay, there were two.
Where?
Where is that a blue trinket? No, okay, yeah, there was one, yeah.
Yeah, that was a blue trinket where I first tried to.
Yeah, this is okay. You need to move your camera instead of holding spacebar. You're very limited. Good. Alright, you go Baron. This is greedy. Baron, please, you killed the whole team. And you can just shove mid-wave on the way. Now, if your teammates refuse to do Baron, then you just shove mid and shove top because you can't do it on your own.
I
But
think
you're at least
Fi's
looking
coming
for the
with, yeah,
opportunity. Yeah. You
he
don't have time to
just.
push mid anymore because it took you guys way too long to make the decision.
Do we have time to do Baron?
Yes, but actually no. No, Vi doing Raptors means you can't. I don't know why she thinks she can do Raptors.
Don't do it now. Let's see, there's. I think about selling my refills.
Move your camera. There's a skirmish. Do keep in mind two are missing.
Yeah. I just sell this and get this.
You can get both, yeah, if you sell the refill. Or, well, yeah, you can get the ruby. That's fine.
Just get a second. Where should I place my control wards? Because personally, I haven't really found a good spot for it.
Well, because you haven't needed to really yet.
Mm.
But you just like you throw it in whatever bush they're gonna need to, or whatever brush they need to walk through in order to get to an objective, typically. Or you can just throw it on one of their jungle camps as you're
So like
playing it.
here.
Look at the mid fight. Yeah, you're gonna need to shove this and leave because they're probably gonna all die.
Let's just back off turrets. Do I? They might look for Baron now.
But can you
Yeah,
do
they're
anything
on
about
it. Maybe.
You're gonna lose this. It's 3v5,
So,
and Sona doesn't have ult. So it's
let's
better
give-
just to push mid wave and give it. I mean, yeah, Vi just ended. This is not gonna work at all. You're just gonna end up dying. It's some great miracle if you manage to pull this off. So what I want you to do there is you see it's 3v5. You push out mid, you take the mid turret, and then because you push the wave out, even though they have Baron, they can't do anything. But now you have this fiesta where A, you die, now you've allowed your teammates to also go in and die, and then they're gonna have more deaths come in. You should probably careful ping them before they enter.
Just
Yeah, as long as they just like dance it, then it's fine, but they're committing and then they die to fiddle. Yeah. How long till Drake?
see.
Yep, so you can grab Krugs, you can grab the wave, and then maybe look for a Drake. It's gonna depend though. Depends on how your team plays it. Oh man, this Vi is killing me. Uh, the Vi is blaming others.
He hurts.
You just use your blue trinket to see where people are. They lost the fight, you just gotta leave. You can. Wait, didn't they win? It's a weird fight.
I want to save my flash, thinking I could survive.
Yeah.
Should I have just walked here and flashed over the wall to save them from fiddle, instead of playing with those two here?
No, you just walk away entirely. You don't try to save them or anything. You let them die. They already screwed up. And before they even walked up and died to fiddle, you also need to careful ping them. Have them understand the way that they're positioned, because the enemy team had you in a really bad spot. You were all stuck behind the dragon without vision, and that's part of the problem with you having blue trinket, is that you're so limited in how many wards you
If
have.
I put my trinket like here instead of
I
here, would
can't
that
see your mouse, so I can only
oh
guess what you're talking about.
so like here instead of here, would that have stopped the fiddle ult from fearing them all?
Potentially, but yeah, also just having the ward in the pit helps to show if they're on the dragon or not. If you know they're not on the dragon, there's a lot less worry about having to start a fight.
Who's here? This is kind of greedy from me. Just walking in blind.
Yep, you don't actually have to walk up. You can just wait.
No.
You just wait until people show and then you clear the wave. So they have 2, 3. Okay, now you can clear the wave. But you do also have to keep in mind of how fast the enemy's pushing, so you may have to leave immediately after this wave. Depending on what they do.
Yeah. On my way.
You're pathing in a dangerous manner. There we go.
Like I know if I go in the backline, I will get feared, stunned,
Yep.
knocked
Yeah,
up.
you do not want to 5v5 at the moment. All you want to
I
do is
do
make
have...
sure they don't take a turret.
Oh.
If possible. You're just stalling. Okay. Well, looks like a fight's gonna happen one way or another.
Got popped. Mm. Okay.
Rip, Syndra.
Yeah. How does he heal so much? Oh. Domination.
Yep.
Probably like Ravenous Hunter.
Mm-hmm. What item are you thinking next?
Let's see. First I was thinking like a QSS item since of the fears, but that probably won't too much since they had stacked the fears and stuns and knockups.
You already have 2 tenacity in your runes. QSS is overkill.
So was my thinking like Titanic for the health?
If you want to be tanky, I'm thinking Stoneplate would be the move here.
Yeah, Stone
You could ult
Plate.
in and then use Stoneplate, and it would do primarily what you're looking to do in fights. Your wave clear is already pretty good with Stridebreaker and E anyway.
Yeah. Karma is bot, the rest is missing.
Yep. How long
This is greedy storms. 40 and 1.
Yep.
2 bots.
You insta shove, leave, and then just look for dragon, while also seeing if you need a TP.
Mm. Nope, didn't buy my item.
Yeah. Oh, they're dead. Oh, maybe not. Yeah. And now you can blue trinket just to see where they are. Okay. Now don't walk into them though. You gotta stay with your teammates. at the same time avoid fiddle ult. You can also throw a control ward over the wall into the dragon pit.
Here. Oh, Dragon Pit.
Yeah.
Oh, but I've placed mine here.
That's, you've already got a ward in there. It doesn't matter. Just use your other one. Good. Okay, this isn't gonna work. I mean, you could try ulting here, maybe.
Yeah, I shouldn't have engaged. Should have been a little bit more patient.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe if I ulted Kaisa this way, like this way.
No, it wouldn't matter. It didn't matter how you ulted there. You were gonna lose the fight. You just needed to wait for the opponents to screw up.
I really hate Fiddle. I know it doesn't change like the game, but I really hate him. You have to think so much about vision, and that's not the best part in low elo to think about. Yeah, nothing we can do. Just need to play better.
At this point, you're just looking to shove out bottom as hard as you can, and then try to pull somebody so you can TP to a Baron play or something. But it's gonna be really hard to do at this point in the game.
Yeah, they might be on Baron, Fiddle, and Victor. Probably with the Karma. Just gonna ping it, say like maybe they are on it.
Prioritize the wave.
I should. Yeah, wave. Yeah, they're on it.
Mm-hmm. Keep pushing bottom as hard as you can and careful ping them. There's no way you stop this because you don't even have Vayne. Plus, you don't have a great TP spot, yeah. You can shove the next 2 waves and you're gonna have to back off because they're gonna be back from Baron.
One more.
Of course, if they stay mid, then you're fine, but okay. Now you're just looking to hover in the jungle and see if you can find a pick.
This doesn't seem well.
You may as well try 4 and TP. Oh god, wait, never mind.
Nope. It's not like, okay, maybe I can dive the Karma into our team, but...
That just make things worse. Oh, the fiddle. Okay, you can try to peel the fiddle off as best you can.
I could have played so much better, but Fiddle is a fucking nuisance. I have no real idea how. Like, I know as Victor got fed, he was top side, Skirmish is top side. I have no idea how Zaya is so fed.
Game fights. Okay, so those are the main ones. brushes, you didn't use them to avoid Karma poking you early on, and she's getting free grass procs, which ended up you being under turret, low HP. Camera control, I don't discuss that. Ability sequencing, I'm about to show you. TPs, similar thing as the camera control. Who is missing also goes down to your map awareness. And then anytime there's like a bear and a dragon, if you know you can't get it, you need to... Oh, speaking of which. You don't ping like at all. You need to ping more. And the great thing about pinging more is that you are forcing yourself to be the one making the decision. So if this decision goes poorly, it is your fault and you can't blame someone else. So, yeah. Now, let me see if I can find the fight. There's one where you were like level 6. Yeah, this one. Alright. So one, camera control wasn't where it needed to be, because your camera needed to be like here, but it was like here or whatever, so you couldn't see Victor was TPing in. But, yeah, so you went in on Karma, and yeah, if you'd waited a little bit to flash E both of them, it'd have been better. But you didn't realize Victor was there. Got it. Anyway, so you E here, but if instead of Eing, you ult, then it would have gone so much better. Or even, like, or sorry, you E and then after the E you ult instead of using the W's one might say. Because like here, you're just chilling in his little stun, you're taking all of his damage, instead of ulting him onto him, slowing him, and then Wing. Because you're trying too hard to maximize your W damage, and you've died in your ultimate at least like 3 times this game. Because it happened like in the... Let's see, which fight was it? It's towards the later end of the game. Yeah, this fight. I think it was a... You're going in, you're Eing, you're Wing, and then... Wait, no, that's not the fight, isn't it? The fight? No, there was a fight where you were supposed to... I know it was a Drake fight. Maybe it's this one. Maybe it was the fight, I don't know. But anyway, you're holding your ult way too much. Like, I get that you want to be able to stick to people and you want to be able to maximize your shield and all, but you've also got to keep in mind that as soon as your W is down, you're going to die midair with your ult. Because you don't have, like, Gore Drinker. If you have Gore Drinker, you can get away with what you're doing. Because then you're going to immediately heal after your W's down. But with Stridebreaker, you don't have that luxury. So you got to be more careful about it.
And this had to be a game of Stridebreakers and Wars, also mobile.
Mm-hmm.
Would I have been gotten away if I went Gore this game?
Well, I don't think Gore would be the play. Problem with Gore Drinker is because, as you mentioned earlier, well, during the game, how much CC they have and ability to run away from you. If you don't go Stridebreaker, you're going to get kited. And Gore Drinker, you need people to be on top of you in order to benefit from it, but they don't have melee champs. Their only melee champ is Rakan, which he wasn't focusing you anyway.
Yeah.
But if, let's say, like, they had, instead of Karma, they had, like... Yeah, if they had, like, a Darius, if they have, for mid lane, they've got a Yasuo, Echo, whatever, and you've got melee champs to work with, and you're not going to just get locked up by CC before you get to use the Gore Drinker, then sure. But you just have to consider when you're actually going to be able to make the value of it, and not just think, ooh, mathematically correct set, me do big W.
Yeah.
But yeah, any questions about any of this? The main one I want you to focus on, though, for sure, is your map awareness / camera control. Just constantly looking at what's happening on the map.
Mm-hmm. Any, well, this sounds weird, but any tips on that? Like, it's a habit of mine, just like holding space bar.
Then take your thumb off the space bar. Like, okay, whenever you play a game, like especially if you can do it like normals, just don't allow yourself to hold the space bar at all. You just play the full game. It's just like if you're learning to play off of lock screen. Um, you take off the lock screen. You don't allow yourself to lock the screen the whole game, and then through enough games, you eventually will break that terrible habit. So you can do the same thing with this, just making sure that you're not holding the space bar. And then that should hopefully work on it. Now, when it comes to actually looking at the map and then seeing what skirmishes are occurring so that you can F key or move your camera over at least, that is going to come down to being more conscious while playing the game and explaining to yourself why you're doing something instead of just like tunnel visioning on something.
Yeah. Okay.
If you really need help with it because you keep autopiloting on that, you can try like an alarm that beeps every few minutes to remind you to not hold spacebar or to look at the map, whatever. Has mixed results depending on the person, but you can try it.
Yeah. Yeah, one thing I do is I look at the map itself, but even though I'm looking at the map, something in my brain is like not registering, like press on the fight, see what's happening.
Yeah.
I just see like all the pins, like, okay, they are moving, they are jumping. It's like, okay, but I don't see what's happening if I'm not playing someone like Shan.
And you can get away with it to an extent if you're going Ignite. I mean, obviously it's still bad to not be looking, especially when it's in something like their North Jungle. But if it's like a bot lane fight, you can kind of get away with it. But if you're gonna have TP, yeah, you've really got to work on that. And just in general, it is good to improve on.
Okay. Then the one thing I will be trying to focus a lot on is the camera control. I think if that goes better, my games will go better as well.
Yeah, because you'll have a lot more information. You'll know how the fight looks before you go into the fight, and so it's easier to make a proper decision on whether to take it or not. Instead of you're kind of just seeing you and then a couple champs in front of you, like it's Among Us or something where you have limited vision. So yeah, it'll definitely help a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, I think for the rest I don't really have any questions left.
Alright, I will send you the list. Yeah. So I guess what we can do, whenever we do another session, after you've worked on your camera control a little bit, then hopefully we'll have a little bit more to talk about when it comes to like trading in lane, etc. It's kind of hard to talk about in the Karma lane because like it's Karma. Although there was some good elements of like you need to have the wave on your side to chase her down, have Vi gank her because that is her biggest weakness. But that can always be improved on, of course.
Yeah. One thing I definitely have with Sett is if I am like against a Jax, Trundle, Darius, like a heavy melee fighter, I have sometimes a capability of like 1v2ing them while getting ganked.
Yeah.
But against a Karma, my brain doesn't register the lane because you never play against it. So I don't really register like, okay, I'm getting poked. I need to space for her range, need to space for her abilities, but also go in at the right times. Like,
yeah,
it's like be more a Vayne top.
More focus, yeah.